Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Chronicles Part 27. And we're excited to be here where we are today. I'll explain a little bit why we're at this spot in a moment. But if you would at this time, please stand, please rise as you pay tribute to the great country and state that we live in today. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible. Please join me now in a moment of silence. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I am standing here today on location with the Chronicles Part 27 today, and I am in front of the fire station on the corner of Ranch Road in McCreary or DeWitt or whatever that thing changes names like 4 other times. And also the goats are right over there. The goats are famous in my neighborhood and they're really awesome to watch. But that's where we are today. We are here today to honor a piece of our Wiley Way thing with hope. And these people give me hope. These are the essential workers of our country and our state and our locality. And they are just amazing people and they just give you hope. And this is the fire station, police, healthcare workers, I mean everybody all the way down to the grocery store guys. You're just bringing hope to this country. That's what we do. And we do the same thing in Wiley ISD. You can see that with the senior signs that are out there now. And I have a story to tell you in a minute that I hope will touch your heart and capture what's going on even in our own campus. So I have to do this today because the light is really bad over here. It's in total darkness. But I want to talk to you a little bit about the Facebook Messenger and Instagram Messenger. Yesterday I found a bunch of messages that I had been missing that I didn't know were there. I've mentioned this before, but best way to contact me if you have something really important to talk about is through email, bertie.montgomery@wileyisd.net. I answer every kind of correspondence that I get, but I messenger somehow and I don't get them all. I found one that was 2 weeks old here, so I need you to help me with that if you just would. Especially for change of addresses for seniors and things like that. I got a bunch of those yesterday I just found, so please help me. The next thing I want to talk about is April 29th. April 29th for seniors. Sign Gypsies is going to have a sign at a layout out in front of the school. It's not going to be out by the marquee. It's going to be up closer to the building. It's going to have Wiley Pirates Class of 2020, and you've got your cap and gown now. I've seen pictures. Golly, you guys are touching my heart like, oh, you wouldn't believe with that thing. And if you want to come out and have your picture made on April 29th, that thing is going to be out there all day. We'll have people out there for a while, but please maintain social distancing. And it may be out there some on the 30th as well. I got to talk to Sign Gypsies and see how many days they're going to let me keep that up. But we'll have that out there. Please don't mess up with the letters. Just take pictures and go on about life, and it'll be great. And I'm doing senior home visits, and these are just touching my heart as well. And I'm just hoping you're home. But you guys sleep late and you take showers at weird times of the day, and catching you whenever you're there is hard sometimes. But I am up to 293. I'm nearly halfway there. When I get through today, I think I'm going to be halfway there. Now, I'm one of these guys, I tell these numbers and stuff because I'm one of these guys that when you travel on the road, I'm the guy that looks at the speedometer, the number of days, and how many minutes it's going to take me to get to a place. I got to have all these mind games going on in my head for motivation, and that's just kind of what I do. So I'm doing all these things with that to keep me motivated to keep going. But I'm up to 293 and really excited to do these types of things. Now, I want to remind freshmen, I want to remind juniors that tonight, Friday night, is a deadline for your senior shirt design for next year. So please turn those things in if you want to. Stuco today, it's Friday, and it's the Spirit Day is taking a picture of yourself with a friend in a virtual setting and a hangout or whatever else and post it. Let's get that going. And now I have a story to tell you. Yesterday I ran into on my senior visits, I ran into a senior. And her name, if I can pronounce it right, is Nazoni Harper. Now, Nazoni Harper just moved here. Now, she moved here from Flagstaff, Arizona. And I run into her yesterday on a home visit. She moved here the spring break week. She has not been in Wiley High School. She's registered online. She's doing online learning. She's doing just like everybody else is, but she moved here in spring break and she's not been in our building. And she's going to graduate Wiley High School without ever having been in the building. And our adoptive senior parents, our adoptive senior program has kind of taken this over a little bit. And once they heard the story, it's just been, we just want to make her feel welcome. I know they're watching the video. That's the one thing I got out of what they were doing yesterday. But we want to make her feel welcome, get her back into the Pirate family, and just letting you know that there's a senior out there who's actually going to graduate with this class of 2020 who has never been in the building before and will probably not be in the building when she graduates. So welcome to the Zoni, to Wiley High School. You are a pirate. We're going to make you feel that way. I have another some links to give out now. I got Paula Wallace get a link, Skylar and Brandy Bussing, and I'll tell you, they brought me a joyful thing yesterday. Growing up in Graham, Texas, one of the places I spent a lot of time was a place called the KN Root Beer Stand. The KN Root Beer Stand has the best frosted mug root beer in the world, in just the whole world. And somehow they got that story. I think I shared it in a story once before. And they brought me, and I'm gonna post it later on today whenever I get some time, a KN Root Beer hat and a KN Root Beer t-shirt. That is so awesome. This takes me all the way back to from 1968 to 1972, eating and drinking frosted mugs of KN Root Beer. And I can tell you stories on E.A. Grisham and P.D. Shabay and people like that who took me to the KN Root Beer Stand when I was only just a little shaver, and are two of the most motivating people in my lives. But it just brings back great fond memories, and I just really appreciate them doing that. And I have another link for Miss Lawrence, who has just taken this, her and her sister have just taken this Adopt a Senior thing to the next level. It's just been awesome. And and then Mr. Dixon and his directors are going around and taking goodie bags to the whole band. I mean, that is intense pressure on you other organizations to get out there and get that stuff done as we go through all this. But ladies and gentlemen, we got stuff going on, great things at Wiley High School. You got a weekend ahead of you. We'll come back and do online learning. Remember, online learning lessons end on May 15th. So we got that much time to make sure you're passing, make sure everything is good in your world and that goes. I've got some seniors out there that I'm really worried about because some of you aren't logging on. I cannot give you a diploma if you do not graduate. If you do not go out there and do the work, I cannot give you a diploma. The state of Texas will not do that, no matter how much I love you, how much your mom and dad love you. If you care about your mom and dad, you get on there and you take care of it. And when I ask, do you care about your mom and dad? You tell me you do. Well, if your actions don't back that up, then you need to pay attention to this. If you care about your parents more than yourself, then get on there and get that online stuff done and pass these courses, all right? All right, let's do birthdays. We got weekend birthdays to do, and it is, today's the 24th. Celebrating birthdays today, we have Adam Russell, Derek, John Bull, Destiny Izoe, Emma George, Greg Igbakpa, Lisa Igbakpa, and Michael Mormo. And over the weekend, we have birthdays, and they will belong. Saturday birthdays are Audrey Heller, Esmeralda Rodriguez, Jaden Morrell, Julia Rigby, Madison Grimes, Nathan Vihu, Dadaltil, and Rutvi Kanadia, Sydney Campbell, and Tyler Booty. On Sunday, Benson Duraku, Jacob Galladay, Landry Temple, Leon Wayne, Michael Dixon, Rianne Nakonho, and Ruby Trejo, all having birthdays over the weekend. So congratulations to each of you for having been born. I hope you have a fantastic day. I will be checking you out on the flip side. Ladies and gentlemen, this day will be what you choose to make of it. We are Wiley High School. AMO.com.